What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're giving you guys a full update on Ocean Biomedical as we released a video about the company a couple weeks ago. There's been some new news, some new analyst coverage, so I wanted to update you guys on the company along with, refreshing your memory if you don't know what the company does. We'll get into all of that just a little bit later on in this video. Thank you for watching, guys. Always remember, for full disclosure details, this is a sponsored video. Always check the description down below for full disclosure details, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer and always remembering that these videos are not financial advice. With that being said, guys, I bring you these updates on Ocean Biomedical, and let's get straight into it. So Ocean Biomedical is traded on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol OCEA. Now we're quickly going to give you guys some background information when it comes to Ocean Biomedical, just to kind of paint the picture. You can find out more information on their website at oceanbiomedical.com, but here's a little bit of background information. Ocean Biomedical is a corporation dedicated to transforming biomedical inventions into innovative therapeutics by bridging the gap between research and commercialization. Through partnerships with universities, medical centers, and researchers, the company focuses on developing novel treatments in oncology, fibrosis, and infectious diseases. Their unique business model and strategy prioritize continuous growth through preferred access to cutting-edge biomedical innovations while offering optimized commercialization pathways and portfolio diversification. By addressing unmet medical needs and maximizing value creation, Ocean Biomedical aims to revolutionize the biopharmaceutical industry. So that is a little bit about the company, a little bit about their goals. So let's take a look and see how things have gone over the last month or so. So the stock did trade as high as $17.50. We got a 52-week range here of just over $3, all the way up to $26.60. But the stock does look relatively stable, just over $7. And waiting for some news, waiting to see what happens. Of course, we can't predict the future, and these videos are not financial advice, but the chart does look pretty good so far. So I wanted to quickly talk about a recent press release, and we will get into this report. So Ocean Biomedical announces initiation of equity analyst coverage by Fundamental Research Corp with a buy recommendation. So, like I said, we will get into that. We're also going to take a look once again at their investor presentation. So we've got a report here from EF Hutton, Ocean Biomedical, or OCEA, initiating coverage of a differentiated accelerator of world-class academic research. So EF Hutton, just to reiterate, they have a buy rating, price target of $10. At the time of writing, I assume, was $8. Just going to quickly touch on some key points. So initiating coverage of Ocean Biomedical with a buy rating, impressive, but under the radar team with a differentiated portfolio. Investors have seen similar models before. However, Ocean was built to advance programs from academia to cross the dreaded valley of death. Identify technology, secure, same form subsidiary. We are down with Brown University, which has supplied Ocean with its current portfolio of programs. So feel free to take a look at this research report, give it a run through, but it's always good to take a look at what analysts are saying about a stock as well. Here we have the research report by Fundamental Research, Ocean Biomedical, an incubator with potential treatments for cancer, malaria, and fibrosis. This is them initiating coverage. Currently, they have a buy rating with a current US price of $6.30, fair value $16.40 US, and the risk factor of 5. So just to touch on a couple quick highlights. So Ocean Biomedical, formed in 2019 and based out of Rhode Island, US, is a biopharma company that went public through a reverse merger of Aesther Healthcare Acquisition Corp, a special purpose acquisition company formed to acquire a company seeking to go public. So we talked about that in our previous video. Ocean Biomedical is an incubator that partners with investors, universities, and research institutions to potentially commercialize their discoveries for medical treatments. Fundamental Research Corp stated that we believe Ocean Biomedical has a strong management team and board. Its chairman and co-founder is an investor, physician, and entrepreneur with an MBA from Stanford. The CEO is a graduate of MIT and Stanford and has held leadership roles at Gilead Sciences and Biomedical Pharmaceutical. Management owns 75% of Ocean Biomedical's outstanding shares, aligning their interests with investors. So those are some of the key points, and I wanted to touch on those because it does have a very heavy insider ownership. Insider ownership is generally positive just because their interests are aligned with, current and existing shareholders. So I want to jump into their investor presentation real quick. This is as of March 16th, 2023. So this is very new. Ocean Biomedical company overview. And once again, they trade on the NASDAQ under ticker symbol OCEA. So Ocean Biomedical unlocks inventions from top research institutions to continually fuel its growth engine. They have an innovative business model that bridges the bench to bedside gap by accelerating the commercialization of innovative assets combined within research universities and medical centers. Initial core portfolio in oncology, fibrosis, and infectious diseases, all based on new target discoveries, enabling first-in-class drug and vaccine candidates developed through past and ongoing grants totaling $123.9 million. $50 million forward purchase agreement plus $70 million stock purchase agreement. Experienced management team has demonstrated scientific, clinical, and commercial expertise at the highest level of the biopharma industry. Diversified pipeline with multiple shots on goal across varying indications, built from relationships with leading research institutions, potential to leverage their core portfolio into adjacent diseases with similar biological pathways, plus existing and new relationships with research institutions. So take a look at the management team here. We have noted, their CEO's experience along with their director's experience. So take a look at the management team here. Feel free to pause this investor presentation at any point or head on over to Ocean Biomedical's actual page and download the investor presentation. This should be part of your own research and due diligence. Management is very important because they're essentially the people steering the ship. We did touch briefly on management, but feel free to go a little bit more in depth on an individual level. Directors and scientific advisors bring wealth of experience in corporate governance, science, and clinical development. So feel free to take a look at the continuation of management and who all is involved in the company. Ocean Biomedical is not one company, but rather three companies in one, plus our business model ensures continual growth. Ocean Biomedical, parent operating company, subco oversight, operational efficiency, and nimble drug development. So we have an oncology subco, a fibrosis subco, and an infectious disease subco. And I want to just quickly emphasize that they are working on, potential malaria vaccine along with malaria MAB. What are some of the competitive advantages? Novel biological targets with strong, broad patent positions. And then finally, targets are master switches of disease and thus likely to work for broader patient populations. Finally, I wanted to note continual growth via their new subsidiary companies based on new programs acquired from existing and new relationships with universities, medical centers, and their researchers with whom Ocean is positioned as the partner of choice. So where's the opportunity? Bridge the bench to bedside gap by turning biomedical inventions from research institutions into products for unmet needs. Driven by the goal of getting drugs to patients, working with leading experts to accelerate the development of innovative therapeutics and provide new models for academic partnerships. Our business model and strategy are designed to benefit patients and efficiently create value for our stakeholders and partners. So here we have a little bit more about the company structure. We've got the oncology company, the fibrosis company, the infectious disease company, and then of course, future companies. And that is licensed from existing and new universities and medical centers. So what is our approach? Designed to make Ocean the partner of choice for universities, medical centers, and their researchers. What is their differentiation? So development stage agnostic, investors and their institutions get equity upside via 20% share. Investors get to stay involved. When it comes to launch a startup, avoid hassles of starting a company, less dilution, and it's much faster, incubate and accelerate, appropriately scaled, commercially minded, and designed for efficiency. So Ocean's initial portfolio addresses high value and high impact indications. Our main programs in oncology, fibrosis, and infectious diseases are all nearing IND application, are licensed from Brown University and RI Hospital, and have been developed through past and ongoing grants totaling $123.9 million. So we've got oncology, fibrosis, and infectious diseases. In terms of infectious diseases, new targets identified via proprietary discovery platform, malaria vaccine and therapeutics with potential for robust clinical activity. And their lead indication, malaria affects billions of people, is the single biggest killer of children under 5. Current treatments are suboptimal. So here is their current pipeline, which represents multiple shots on goal. So feel free to pause this video, take a look at everything they've got here in their current pipeline. IPOs and private financings reflect strong market interest in programs comparable to Ocean's. So that is good to know that there have been private financings and IPOs very similar to Ocean Biomedical. So Ocean is the parent of 3 biotech companies just like these. So feel free to pause this, take a look at that for some comparables. Now we're talking valuation. So Ocean's valuation is extremely attractive versus the peer group, particularly considering that Ocean is the parent company of 3 biotech companies. So here we have the comparison right here. Once again, feel free to pause this video for more information or download this investor presentation and take a look for yourself. I'm just touching on the key points here. M&A transactions in IPF and oncology highlight Ocean's potential for exponential value creation. And we can just take a look at some of those PTRS adjusted implied valuations. Quite substantial. So for anyone curious, Ocean Biomedical currently has a $260 million US market cap at the time of recording. So Ocean is positioned to deliver outsized returns for their shareholders, so their valuation is extremely attractive compared to the peer group. Ocean Biomedical has no legacy preferred shareholders. Ocean's multi-asset platform strategy significantly improves their rate of success via single platform companies and provides a continuous stream of value inflection points. The business model is an engine for continual growth. Finally, Ocean's optionality in selecting favorable commercialization pathways ensures maximum value capture. The success of our similar portfolio R&D approaches supports the potential of Ocean's business model. And here we have it. Feel free to pause this video. So we're going to quickly touch on the 3 divisions when it comes to their business: non-small cell lung cancer and then GBM. And we're going to stick with GBM. In-depth information when it comes to their clinical trials here, which we're just briefly going to skim over. Key takeaways about our humanized monoclonal antibody, or MAB, therapeutic candidates in oncology. Now we have fibrosis. Fibrosis affects most organs and tissues and is a leading cause of morbidity and mortality. IPF and HPS have significant unmet needs, so that is what they are targeting, and there's a lot of detailed information on both of those. Scientifically compelling, strong commercial potential, and opportunity for growth into adjacent fibrotic diseases. Finally, we've got the infectious diseases, and I want to spend a little more time on this. Specifically, this is malaria. So, malaria is a deadly disease with significant unmet therapeutic needs. So, 3 billion people are at risk of infection annually worldwide, 200 to 300 million infected annually worldwide, and over 500,000 people, children under the age of 5, unfortunately die annually. Now, I want to talk about the executive summary. So, assessing innovations, developing them into high-value clinical assets, and unleashing their value, sourcing best-of-breed academic innovations to develop first-in-class biopharma products, near-term optimized value creation potential from their initial MAB, small molecule, and vaccine candidates. Finally, disciplined asset-centric operation ensures optionality to maximize value creation and capture. Those are the updates that I have for the company. Specifically, I want to focus on, the fact that this stock has been trading for a little while. Of course, we're in a very volatile market, so we have seen, quite some volatile trading over the last couple of weeks. But there's some new research reports. Take a look at the brand new investor presentation. This company is really unique because it's got so many moving pieces and quite a diverse pipeline. If you are looking for some exposure to biotech, specifically what they are targeting. So take a look, guys. I just wanted to put that on your radar. Of course, always remember that these videos are not financial advice. This is strictly just information. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video. If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.